Good morning, first grade. This morning we are going to work on Shirley Grammar D3. We're going to classify our sentences, and then we are going to do some workbook stuff together too. So if you haven't already, please listen to your jingles. Listen to all of them and the new one, the conjunctions, because they're fun and then it keeps it fresh on your mind. That way, whenever we're doing our sentence flow and we ask ourselves how, when, where, you know that we're talking about an adverb. If we were to ask ourselves what kind, which one, or how many, we would be asking ourselves or telling ourselves that we're asking about an adjective, right? So the more that we sing those and the more that we're familiar with them, the quicker you're going to be able to do this sentence flow and then be able to do it smoothly, okay? So please make sure you're listening to that, and if you haven't, pause the video and go do that now, all right? If you have and you're ready to rock and roll, let's go ahead and do this together. So just like always, I'm going to read the sentence, you're going to read the sentence with me, and then we're going to classify it together, okay? Sound good? All right, here we go. Number 1. So again, I'm on D3, Shirley Grammar D3, all right? So, number 1 says, a squirrel slept in a tree. Read it with me. A squirrel slept in a tree. And we say, who or what slept in a tree? Squirrel, subject, noun. What is being said about the squirrel? Squirrel slept, verb. In preposition. In what? Tree. Object of the preposition. A, article, adjective, A. Back up the front. A, article, adjective, A. Skill check. All right. In a tree is my prepositional phrase. And I know it's a statement and it ends in a period, so I'm going to say declarative sentence. Number 2. The sleepy squirrels slept in a little nest in the tall trees. Read it with me. The sleepy squirrels slept in a little nest in the tall trees. And we say, who or what slept in a little nest in the tall trees? Squirrels, subject, noun. What is being said about the squirrels? Squirrels slept, verb. In preposition. In what? Nest. Object of the preposition. Let's go back. A, article, adjective, A. What kind of nest? Little, adjective. In preposition. In what? Trees. Object of the preposition. What kind of trees? Tall, adjective. The article, adjective, A. Then we say, go back to our noun. What kind of squirrels? Sleepy, adjective. The article, adjective, A. I hope that you're able to see this. Sometimes when I'm looking at it, it looks kind of has a glare on it or something. So if you can't, please comment and make sure you let me know if at any point that I'm doing this and you can't even see it. All right? Okay. Skill check. Sorry, got distracted. Let's find those prepositional phrases. In a little nest in the tall trees. Declarative sentence. So when I'm doing this and I'm reading and classifying the sentences, while I'm doing it, I'm asking myself too, is this asking me a question or is it telling me something? Is it a statement? And so that way at the end, I can already tell it's a statement and it ends with a period. So it's a declarative sentence. Number 3, here we go. My family walked across the road and ate at the new restaurant. Read that with me. My family walked across the road and ate at the new restaurant. We say, who walked across the road and ate at the new restaurant? Family, subject, noun. Switching to blue. Can we see that? Hopefully. Okay. What's being said about the family? Family walked, verb. Across, preposition. across what? Road. Object of the preposition, the article adjective A. Let's keep going. Oh, hang on. We have something new here. So we would have to say, oh, Miss Hunter, I made a mistake, and hopefully you're yelling at me right now. So it says walked across the road and ate. So we actually have a compound verb, which means we have more than one. They walked and they ate. Compound verb. Stay with me. So they did two things, right? They walked and then they ate. And then and conjunction. Good job. All right, let's keep going now. Hopefully you're with me. So now we're going to say at preposition. At what? Restaurant. Object of the preposition. What kind of restaurant? New. Adjective. The article adjective A. Then we say, whose family? My. Possessive pronoun. Skill check. So we say across the road at the new restaurant. Declarative sentence. Very good. Good job, friends. That was a little tricky. See, even I messed up on it. And that's okay as long as we catch our mistakes and fix them, right? So it's okay. All right. Switching back to red because I feel like you can see that better. All right. Last sentence. Number 4. An angry mother bird chirped loudly at Jill today. Read this with me. An angry mother bird chirped loudly at Jill today. And we say, what chirped loudly at Jill today? Bird. Subject, noun. What's being said about the bird? Bird chirped. Verb. Chirped how? Loudly. Adverb. At preposition. At who? Jill. Object of the preposition. When did it chirp loudly at Jill? Today. Adverb. Go back up here to our subject noun. What kind of bird? Mother. Adjective. What kind of mother bird? Angry. Adjective. And article adjective A. Skill check. All right. Where's my prepositional phrase? Say it out loud. At Jill. And then what kind of sentence? Declarative sentence. Great job. You guys rocked it. I know you did. Okay. So today, I told you at the beginning, we do have a workbook that you have some extra practice in. You are going to be in a workbook. Let me get my book. Chapter 11, Checkup 42. So classroom practice 42 today. So after we've done this, if you're still working, go ahead and pause the video and get caught up. And then if you are ready to go, get your workbook out. And we are on classroom practice 42. It looks like this at the top. Okay. All right. So just like we do in class each and every time, remember, I'm not going to write it on the board. This is the time where I'll be walking around seeing what you're doing. I will do it out loud with you, but this way you don't even have to look at the screen right now. I want you to listen and work, okay? So here we go. Let's do this. Hopefully you're still, okay, here we go. Classroom practice, chapter 11, checkup 42. Here we go. Same way, I'm going to read the sentence. Then I want you to read it with me, and then we'll classify it. Here we go. The baby deer stepped carefully from the woods. Read it with me. The baby deer stepped carefully from the woods. And we say, what or who stepped carefully from the woods? Deer. Subject, noun. I'm going to do it slowly. That way you're writing this with me. Don't wait till the end. What's being said about the deer? Deer stepped, verb. Stepped how? Carefully, adverb. From, preposition. From what? Woods. Object of the preposition. The article adjective A. Go back to that subject noun. We say, what kind of deer? Baby. Adjective. The article adjective A. Skill check. All right, where does my parentheses go? From the woods. So put your parentheses around that. And then we say declarative sentence. All right, let's do number 2. Says, Rosa and Dora rode in the boat across the lake. Read it with me. Rosa and Dora rode in the boat across the lake. We say, who rode in the boat across the lake? Rosa and Dora. So we say compound subject noun. Find Dora. Compound subject noun. And conjunction. All right. What's being said about Rosa and Dora? Rosa and Dora rode, verb. In, preposition. In what? Boat. Object of the preposition. The article adjective A. Across, preposition. Across what? Lake. Object of the preposition. The article adjective A. Skill check. First thing we look for is our parentheses. Where are we going to put our parentheses? We have to find our prepositional phrase. So you should have in the boat. That's one. And across the lake. There's the other one. There's 2 prepositional phrases. And then we say declarative sentence because it is a statement. Number 3. Moving right along. We drove to town and ate at the new restaurant. Read it with me. We drove to town and ate at the new restaurant. Now we say, who drove to town and ate at the new restaurant? We. Subject pronoun. What's being said about we? We drove and ate. So drove, compound verb. Ate, compound verb. And conjunction. All right, let's go back to the word to that we skipped because we had to go find another verb. So we say to, preposition. To where? Town. Object of the preposition. Okay, now go to the next empty word, that's at. So we say at, preposition. At what? Restaurant. Object of the preposition. The article adjective A. What kind of restaurant? New. Adjective. Skill check. Our prepositional phrases, they're a little spread out. This one was a little tricky because we had to go back and forth. So my first prepositional phrase, to town. My other one, at the new restaurant. Then we say declarative sentence. You guys are doing great. All right. I'm on the second part that has the boxes, and so it's or the chart. It says use sentence 2 above to complete the chart below. So go up to sentence 2 and circle it like we do, not the whole sentence, just the number 2. All right. And it says list the noun. So you can find any noun. As long as you have all of them, it doesn't have to be in the right order that I say it in, okay? As long as you just have them all. So I'm going to just say the first noun I see is the first word, Rosa. That's a person. So you can write Rosa unless you've got a different one. Then beside it, tell how it's used. Well, we marked it as a compound subject noun. So you're going to write CSN. Is it singular or plural? Well, Rosa, is that one single person? Or is Rosa more than one person? Rosa, right? It's just one, so singular. And then Rosa, is that common or proper? Remember, common is a word that we don't need to capitalize. proper means it is a word that we should capitalize. So it's proper. It's a person's name. We always capitalize people's names. So P. Let's go back and do another one. So right now we're looking for 4 nouns. We've gotten 1 and we need 3 more. So the next one I'm going to go with is the next one I see because I'm going right down the sentence on sentence 2. And I see Dora because I know Dora is a person. So I'm going to write Dora. How is it used in the sentence? It's the same thing. It's a compound subject noun. Is Dora singular or plural? I'm going to ask myself that question. Singular, is she one or is he one? Single person? Or Dora's, nope, it's just one. So singular. And then same thing, common or proper. Hopefully you're saying proper because it's a person's name. All right, let's keep going. Down to the next. So, I don't have any more names of people, but I do know that boat is a thing. So, boat is a noun. So, I'm going to write the word boat right beside it, tell how it's used. Well, we put an object of the preposition on top of that word. So, I'm going to put an OP. The word boat, is it singular or plural? It's singular, right? Because it just says boat. It doesn't say many boats. So it's singular, S. And then common or proper, the word boat. It's common, okay? It's not a person's name. It's not a holiday. It's not a day of the week. It's not a month of the year. It's not a state. It's just the word boat, even though boats are really fun. All right, lake is my next noun that I see. Lake is also a place, person, place, thing, idea. So lake is a place. So I'm going to write lake. We use it as the object of the preposition. Singular or plural? What do you think? Singular it is because it doesn't say all the lakes. It just says the lake. Okay, so singular. And then the word lake, common or proper? It's common. Okay, we don't need to capitalize the word lake. All right, exercise 3. We're almost there. Write the labels for the 7 parts of speech that we have studied this far. Okay, remember, this is the time I normally am asking one person here and there to tell me one part of speech for an M&M or Skittles. So be thinking right now, thinking about how I'm going to be giving you M&Ms and Skittles. Okay, it doesn't have to be in the correct order as long as you have all 7. So pause the video and do that now. And then when you're done, here are the answers. You have to have a noun, a verb, an adverb, an adjective, a preposition, pronoun, conjunction. Okay, those are the 7. Very good. All right, let's go down to the last one, exercise 4. It says, correct the sentences below as you rewrite them on your own paper. Use the capitalization and punctuation rules that we have studied. So, don't just fix it, rewrite it the correct way. Make it look correct. So go ahead again and pause the video and I want you to fix that. And when you are done, push play and I'm going to give you the answers. All right? So for number 1, the sentence says, I got a letter from Atlanta, Georgia. You should have capitalized the pronoun I at the beginning of the sentence. It's the pronoun I and it's the beginning of a sentence. So capitalize I. The word Atlanta, that's a city, so it needs to be capitalized. It's a place. Capitalize the letter A. Put a comma because we put a comma between city and states. Okay, so even when you're writing a letter or writing it in a sentence. And then capitalize the word Georgia. That's a state. The G. Not the whole word, just the G. So you should have, I got a letter from Atlanta, comma, Georgia. And then we end the sentence with a period. Okay, it's not asking a question. I'm not asking you to tell me something back. I'm telling something. I'm having a statement. Number 2, the sentence says, Mom needs to buy bread, cheese, and ham for lunch. What you should have corrected was the word mom at the beginning, capitalized mom. It's the beginning of a sentence. After the word bread, you need a comma because bread, cheese is not a word. She wants bread, comma, and cheese. So when we list things like bread, cheese, ham, mustard, ketchup, we put commas between that because it's not all the same thing. We break it apart. We need bread and cheese and this, but we don't use the word and because it's not. We don't need all those ands in a sentence. So, bread, comma, cheese, comma. All right, and ham for lunch, nothing else. So really all you needed to do is capitalize the M for mom and your 2 commas and then add a period at the end. All right, so friends, I hope that this has been helpful and that you are finished with your grammar for today. If you are still working, go ahead and finish working up your workbook. I am proud of how hard you are working and you are learning new things, even though we are through videos, but I know that you're working hard and I'm very, very proud of you. So keep up the awesome work and I miss you so much and keep being amazing like I know you are. All right, I'll see you later, friends. Bye-bye.